Hello everyone, for those new to our channel, we are Bren Laurel. We make videos about our personal journey, sustainability, farming, and our current experience just living in Thailand. But today we want to make a different video because we often get asked the questions, how are you able to stay in Thailand so long? What visa are you on? Don't you have to leave or check in every 90 days? How are you able to work or have a business in Thailand?
So today we are going to answer all of those questions for you and give you the information that you need to get started on obtaining the same visa, because we really think that it's the best option for anyone looking to remain in Thailand for a long time.
And it comes packed with so many benefits that other visas just don't offer.
We are also going to share with you some insider details of actually having this visa and suggest a really awesome agency that you can work with to help you with the more complex details of obtaining these visas. So stick around for that.
Let's get started. So I'm sure you're already eager to know what sort of visa we're on, so let's just get that out of the way. We are on what is called the SMART visa, more specifically the SMART S visa, and the S stands for startup.
The SMART visa is actually a group of visas targeted at bringing highly skilled labor, big investments, or new innovations to technology in Thailand.
Maybe for some of you that seems a bit intimidating already, but we will break down why we chose the SMART S visa, why we think it's the best option that Thailand has to offer, and everything you need to know about how to apply and get approved for it. But first, let's do a quick breakdown of the different categories of the SMART visa and the sectors that you will need to be working within. The industries this visa is targeting are next-gen automotive, affluent medical and wellness tourism, agriculture and biotechnology, aviation and logistics, biofuels and biochemicals, digital technology, medical hub, smart electronics, food for the future, automation and robotics, alternative dispute resolutions, human resource development in science and technology, and environmental management and renewable energy.
As you can see, there are actually a ton of options with fairly broad categories to work within. So essentially, if you can find any idea or expertise in some way to improve the country, you should be able to find a way to relate and apply it to these categories.
Now, the SMART visa has 5 different types that fall under its umbrella. The first is the SMART visa type T. T is for talent. This one is aimed at attracting highly skilled individuals for within the targeted industries mentioned before.
The basic requirements are that you already have an employment contract in Thailand at the time of application, and it also must be a valid contract for a minimum of 1 year after the date of application. You must also make equivalent to more than 100,000 baht per month.
This means if you are looking to find or already have a high-paying job as an expert in one of these industries in Thailand, then this visa is for you. If not, don't worry, there's plenty more to go.
The second type of visa is the SMART I visa, and this one stands for investor. The basic requirement is, well, you have a lot of money. 20 million baht to be exact. And you're willing to invest it into companies that are working within technology-based businesses within the target industries in Thailand.
Moving on, we have the SMART E visa, and E is for executive. This visa is made for the CEOs and directors of the corporate world.
If you already have or are going to obtain an employment contract in Thailand, make over 200,000 baht per month, and hold a senior position within that company, that is also, you guessed it, based in the industries mentioned before, you are probably going to qualify for this one.
And if none of those sound like they pertain to you, do not worry, they didn't to us either.
So the fourth and, in our opinion, most obtainable visa is the SMART S visa.
As we mentioned before, the S stands for startup. So what are the requirements for this visa, and why is it so great? Well, let's take a look. 1, you have health insurance to cover your entire stay of the visa.
You have at least 600,000 baht in any bank account, Thai or international, with your name on it. Now this can be in your native currency, it just has to equate to 600,000 baht.
And as the name suggests, you are planning to create a technology-based startup business that relates to one of the aforementioned sectors and has a direct benefit to Thailand. Now we are going to break down what that really means, the few different stages that this visa has, and how to get started. And don't worry, it's more simple than it sounds.
But first, let's talk about all of the benefits that this visa has and why you should be giving it some serious consideration if you're planning on living in Thailand.
The initial visa is given for 6 months, and that is the time period that they will give you to officially set up your company in Thailand and begin planning your business as well. Now, this can be extended for another 6 months if that is not enough time for you, but after the initial setup period, you will be applying for a 2-year visa extension at a time, which is huge. Even marriage and business visas in Thailand must be renewed every year.
The second benefit is no 90-day check-ins. This is also huge. You will only have to check in with immigration once a year with the Smart S visa.
Benefit number 3. As you will be starting a business of your own, you will not require a work permit to work within Thailand. They actually give you a letter of exemption from a work permit that you can use to get a bank account set up, get your certificate of residency, among other things.
Benefit number 4 is if you have a spouse or children, they can join you as dependents, and your spouse can also be granted permission to work within Thailand without a work permit.
Benefit number 5 is there are no re-entry permits required, so you can come in and out of Thailand as much as you like, and you also get to take advantage of the fast-track immigration line at all the eligible airports.
Now, last but not least, once you are approved, you will gain access to the Smart Visa unit through line, email, and phone, and they are a specialized unit that works with immigration on your behalf. They're on your team, and you really feel it when you talk to them. They will answer any questions that you have, help you with bank account setup, provide you with all the information that you need as a Smart Visa holder. They also assist you at immigration with picking up your visas and having them extended. The Smart Visa unit was seriously such a big help when we went to pick up our visa, because even though we thought that we had checked all the boxes and had all of our paperwork, there was still something that we needed. And they helped us and just smoothed out the process and actually made it so easy.
So that is a ton of perks for one visa. And if you're comparing it to any of the other options out there, I don't think there is anything that can compare right now in Thailand.
Now that you know all of the benefits and requirements, you're probably wondering, how do you actually get started on one?
Well, the first step is to come up with a business idea for your startup in Thailand. As we mentioned before, this must be a technology-based business that works within the targeted industries. But when discussing all of the potential options with visa agencies, most of the startup businesses approved for the Smart S visa program have been mobile applications or web-based mobile applications.
That doesn't mean that you're limited to just creating an app. You could make a robot, a machine, or your own software. But it seems that apps are the most direct and achievable option for the majority of people applying.
Possibilities are basically endless. Depending on your passions, skills, and experience, you can really get creative with this. Thailand loves the idea of new technologies and new businesses setting up in their country.
Some ideas might be you're really into Buddhism and meditation, so you create an app that details all the monasteries in Thailand that welcome guests, what you could expect, etc., etc.
Or maybe you're really into the most luxurious retreats and spas within Thailand, and you want to create a travel app where people can leave detailed reviews based on their stays. And you could also incorporate some sort of QR booking code system.
There are a ton of options and ideas out there, but it's really up to you what you would like to work on.
But maybe you're saying to yourself, well, I'm not a developer. How does this help me at all?
Good news, because neither are we. And you don't have to be either.
Creating an app has never been more accessible and affordable than it is right now. Obviously, it is great to have a developer on your team, and it will help your application process, but in reality, most of these things can be hired out to contracted developers through a variety of different freelance websites if necessary. So this really is possible for anyone.
Now, onto the reality of the application process, our experience so far, and what I would recommend to you if you're wanting to apply for a Smart Visa.
If you have ever been to Thailand before and had to interact with immigration, you will know that it is not a very straightforward process. There's a bit of disconnect from the information you will find online and what actually occurs in reality.
This is usually due to cultural differences, language barriers. It can be downright frustrating at times because things take longer than expected. They require you to have something that was never mentioned through any online source, or they just made changes to policies, which happens more often than you would think, and it catches you and immigration staff by surprise.
To circumvent any of this headache and to ensure that you have a smooth, pain-free experience and get approved when applying for your Smart Visa, here is our biggest advice to you.
Work with a visa agency.
This is almost just necessary here in Thailand to ensure that you'll actually get what you're wanting. And the one we have been working with is the agency that I would highly recommend you to use when going through this process.
The name of this agency is Settle in Abroad, and they have been truly fantastic to work with every step of the way. They are a group of both expats and locals here in Thailand, and they have close contacts in the BOI, so they know exactly what immigration is looking for.
They will also work with you and your idea and be able to inform you and give you suggestions about how to adapt your idea into something that would be eligible. They will answer all of the questions you have about the finer details of the application process and all the costs. And if you choose to use their services, they will do a lot of the hard work for you, such as creating a pitch deck and a business plan that specifically covers what immigration is looking for. They will submit the applications and the paperwork for you, and all you have to do is pick up the visa when you're approved.
If that sounds like something that you're interested in, you can set up a free consultation with Settle in Abroad through their website, which we will link below. And you can also watch some of their videos on their own YouTube channel, which is also linked below. They handle all things visa related in Thailand, so if the Smart Visa isn't the right fit for you, they most likely have another option.
And if you do end up working with them, be sure to let them know that you heard of them through Bren Laurel. It will help us to keep making videos. And if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. That will also help us out a lot.
If you want to know more about our experience with this visa or living in Thailand, we welcome you. Leave us a comment below, send us an email listed in the description, and we'd be happy to chat and help you with anything that we can. We hope this video was helpful for you guys as you are researching and looking at visa options in Thailand. We know it can be really overwhelming, but thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you guys in the next video. Okay, that's got to just be like driving by. Different categories. Okay.
But first,
but first.
Thank you for watching.
That was weird. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
No, not same energy. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks so much for watching.
Oh, wait. Now I was doing something weird.
Stop doing weird things. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.